Well, a new report from the Women's Foundation of Arkansas highlights a major gap in financial confidence among women, especially in those living in rural areas. Many say they're learning money management through trial and error. 5 News reporter Jada Daniels heard from a local organization that's working to change that by connecting women with mentors and real-world financial tools. Jada?
Yeah, Morgan, the report finds that many say they would struggle to cover small emergency expenses. I spoke with representatives from Arvis Bank and a women's mentor program who tells me that gap starts long before adulthood, and it's something they're trying to fix through education and mentorship. Across Arkansas, many women say they're responsible for managing household finances, but never got formal training on how to do it. To bridge that gap, the Women's Empowerment Mentor Network is working to connect women with guidance, resources, and real-world financial tools.
I realized that they weren't getting it in school, but they were making money, right? They've got jobs, they're making money, they have children, they're taking care of their children, and they're juggling it. But are they really creating a future? Or are they living in the now?
Simona Butler says one of the biggest gaps is how early financial education begins, which is why she's educating high school girls to better prepare them for the future.
All of that starts in their early years. So to be able to have a good, positive relationship with money starts as soon as you start wanting to go buy that piece of candy or that t-shirt or whatever you want to buy as a little kid.
Rob Keys with Arvis Bank tells me they're seeing the same patterns. Many money habits form long before adulthood.
Know that less than 60% of adults are considered financially literate, then we can assume that that knowledge is not trickling down to their children. Maybe they pick up some of that in high school, but a lot of times what we've learned is, they get out of high school and they don't really start exploring financial education until they have a need or a problem.
Keys also says while you may not be able to set much money aside, simple tools like the 50-30-20 rule can help people get started with budgeting in a way that feels more manageable.
When you're budgeting, you want to save 50% for your needs, which is housing, groceries, things like that. Then maybe set aside 30% for your wants, if you want to go shopping or go out on the weekend and have a nice dinner. And then try to set aside 20% for savings.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. We're all kind of in the same boat of understanding our money and being able to know what to do with our money. So ask for help.
Yeah, both Butler and Keys told me the earlier people learn these skills, the more likely they are to build stability, not just for themselves, but for their families. Butler tells me applications for the next mentorship circle opens in September, and if you would like to get connected, we'll have more information on the 5 News app. Jada Daniels, 5 News.
All right. Thank you, Jada.